Hey guys, before this video begins, I really hate when YouTubers do what I just did and split the video into multiple parts, but my editing software had some issues with having hundreds of gigabytes attached to it at once, so I basically have to edit and render it part by part and then put all the parts together. And while at first I wanted to do just that and still post only one final video, I realized that it would be better for both you and me to release these parts as I finish editing them, since I can get your criticism and you don't have to wait another half a year for a video. But I didn't know that as of recording voice lines for this part, so if I at some point sound like this video was supposed to have it all, that is why. Anyway, enjoy the video.
The true artist, so let's get it, yeah, let's see what we can uncover. What that defies your world, gives you truth and life. What that excels, special and how to guide your way through this shadow world.
Hey guys, let me welcome you to the only channel that plays video games to escape the crushing reality, only to get invested in them so much that they made the host inevitably more depressed. For years and years I was a child, and during this time I was surrounded by people who were excited for every single random game, show or movie that was coming out. But I, as someone with undiagnosed autism that was always just into one or two very specific games, I was always just waiting and clinging to all rumors about next very specific game that like 3 people, including developers, knew about. But today I decided to stop this nonsense and relive my non-existent childhood by playing something that is loved by so many people that I could wait for the next installment with other totally neurotypical players. I mean, I already kind of did it a few years ago with Pokemon, and it worked, so why not do it again? So I can wait for the new releases twice as fast. So long story short, a very conveniently placed Steam sale got me into playing Persona 4 Golden. And since I'm actively pretending that I am a YouTuber for the past year and a half, I decided to make a video out of it. Specifically, I wanted to beat this game and give it a little bit of a review. But I actually gotten really into it and I ended up kind of 100%ing it. I mean, if the point of this video was to get me into a new game series, then I guess I succeeded. I just want you to know that this is the first Persona game I have ever played, so if I misunderstand some things, it is probably because I am stupid. Also, during the video I will be switching between talking during actual gameplay and my usual narration like I do during my other videos, as I find that to be the most enjoyable option, as this way you will get both my thoughts and reactions. But anyhow, let's finally get into the game. Okay, there is a girl. and a man. An old man with a giant nose. Okay, this is a weird start of a porn, but okay.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
This is a car. This is a car, my man.
Ah, it seems we have a guest with an intriguing destiny. My name is Igor. I am delighted to make your acquaintance.
After a bit of an introduction to this big-nosed individual named Igor, I told him my name, which is obviously Lucas May, although this game wants to actually hear your last name first because it is Japanese game and Japanese people start with their surname for some reason. I am actually learning Japanese right now, so I am sorry in advance for all the totally solicited cultural explanations this white guy will try to give you during this video. After selecting my name, I get a tarot card reading from Mr. Igor that tells us that we will apparently enter some sort of a contract during next few days, after which we will meet again. He also introduces us to the woman, Margaret, that will become relevant later.
My name is Margaret. I am here to accompany you through your journey.
We shall attend to the details another time. Until then, farewell.
To the gym. Good thing there's something even I can handle.
We actually meet this girl later and it turns out she is 15. I just thought that some of you might want to know that after this totally necessary daily dose of minor sexualization, we finally get to meet our main character, whose official name is Hiro, but as he is our self-insert, he takes whatever name we already gave him. So, meet Lucas, I guess. God, if I had a nickel for every time I have Lucas, that is not me in my video, I would have 2 nickels, which is not a lot, but you get it. He is a 16-year-old high school student coming to Inaba, a small town where his uncle Dojima and his little cousin Nanako live.
Hey, over here. I'm Ryotaro Dojima. I'll be looking after you. Let's see, I'm your mother's younger brother, and that about sums it up. Huh. You probably don't remember, but we've met. I've changed your diapers before, you know?
Oh yeah, that old gem.
This here's my daughter. Come on, Nanako. Introduce yourself to your cousin.
Hello.
What are you so shy for? Ow! The car's over there.
Hey. You dropped this.
Oh, an unfriendly looking girl. My favorite character.
Whatever. All I did was pick it up.
But after that, we finally arrive at Dojima's residence, where we will spend the next year, which is a reference to the fact that I will edit this video for the next 4 lifetimes. It is also revealed that Dojima is a detective and often works late, which his daughter finds pretty cringe.
City Council Secretary Taro Namatame is under fire for an alleged relationship with a female reporter. His wife, Enka ballad sensation Misuzu Hiragi, revealed to this station that she will likely pursue damages.
This is boring.
At Junes, every day is Customer Appreciation Day. Come see for yourself and get in touch with our products. Every day's great at your Junes.
Every day's great at your Junes.
After waking up the next day, Nanako shows us where our school is, after which we meet our first friend in this town. That looked painful. You should leave him be. No, I should help him! Well, I guess not.
Talk about bad luck. The homeroom teacher here is Moraoka, isn't it?
Yeah, it's King Moron, all right. We get to enjoy his long-ass sermons every day for a whole year.
Hey, you guys, I heard there's going to be a transfer student from the city in this class.
Huh? Really? A guy or a girl?
All right, shut your traps.
What the fuck is this guy? He looks like an ad for braces.
I'm Kinshiro Moraoka, your homeroom teacher from today forward. First things first, just 'cause it's spring doesn't mean you can swoon over each other like love-struck baboons. Long as I'm around, you students are gonna be pure as the driven snow.
What the fuck are you on about?
Now, I hate wasting my time, but I'd better introduce this transfer student. This sad sack's been thrown from the big city out to the middle of nowhere like yesterday's garbage.
You know I am right here,
He's
right?
just as much of a loser here as he was there. So you girls better not get any ideas about hitting on him.
Last time I have seen projection this big, I was in a cinema. I would say something, but it is clear you are not worth my time.
What's that look you're giving that girl back there by the window? You thought I wouldn't notice?
What did I do?
Now listen up! This town is miles away from your big city of perverts and assholes in more ways than one.
What the fuck? Did I download a wrong game? Is this secretly a hentai?
You'd better not even think of getting involved with the girls here, let alone abusing
That was
them.
not even an idea I had. Is sexual harassment a new big thing I am not aware
What
of?
do I know? It's not like the old days. Even here, kids grow up so damn fast.
Okay, this is closer to a sermon I'm used to.
Every time I turn my back, you're fooling around on those damn phones, checking your life journals and your My Places.
As you have probably noticed, this game is a little bit, how do I say it, Japanese, weird. I am not sure which one is less offensive to say.
That's all for today. Normal lectures will start tomorrow.
Oh, thank God, I thought this was normal. You almost made me piss my pants, mister.
Attention all teachers. Please report immediately to the faculty office for a brief staff meeting.
After that, we are told that there was an incident and all students should go home. Which is great, since I was going there anyway.
Hey, are you going home by yourself? Why don't you come with us?
Oh, a potential friend. I only heard stories about them, but never thought they could be true.
Oh, nearly forgot. I'm Chie Satonaka. You know, I sit next to you, right?
Miss Satonaka. This was really awesome. Like, the way they moved was just amazing to see.
The fuck are you on about?
And I'm really sorry. It was an accident. Please just have mercy until my next paycheck. See ya. Thanks.
Stop right there. What did you do to my DVD? What the? I can't believe this! It's completely cracked!
Your DVD or his balls?
Trial of the Dragon!
And I don't even get to help him again. I mean, like, what would I do? Okay, never mind. So, as you probably figured out, these three are going to be our bestest friends for until we are done with this game. The green one is Chie, the red one is Yukiko, and the male one is Yosuke. But before we can get to know them a little better, we have to deal with this fucking rando.
You're Yuki, right? You wanna go hang out somewhere?
What? Who are you?
What's up with him? What school's he from?
Never mind that. He's going for Yukiko-san? Man, you'd think he'd at least wait until she's alone to make his move.
So, are you coming or not?
I don't know how to explain this, but he has dog eyes.
I'm not going.
Fine.
Okay, that was an interaction and a half.
What did he want from me?
What did he want? Obviously he was asking you out on a date.
After that, we accidentally arrived at the crime scene that our school told us to go home for. Turns out, there was a random dead body hanging from the antenna. We meet our good friend Mr. Uncle, who tells us to go home, which, like, I'm trying, man! And we also kind of meet this guy Adachi. He will never be bowling.
Adachi, how long are you going to act like a rookie? You want to be sent back to the central office?
After which, we finally get home, where we can spend some good quality time with my cousin, watching a news report about a dead hanging woman, which turns out to be secretary, which is also having an affair or something. I'm not really sure. I'm not really into drama that much.
Investigation have revealed
The Inaba Police Department. That's where Dad works. Oh, it's Juness.
Every day's great at your Juness.
Every day's great at your Juness.
The next day, we get a nice welcome from Yosuke, who buys us lunch, and we get to know him a bit better. For example, we learn that he is from city just like us, and his parents own the Juness Store franchise, meaning he is rich, meaning I will stay his friend, so I could justify him paying for my next meal as well. We also lightly meet Saki, a girl working for Yosuke's parents.
Are you the transfer student? Oh, did you hear about me already? It must be nice to have someone else from the big city to talk to, huh? I don't see Hana-chan hanging out with the other guys much.
Not necessarily.
He doesn't have too many friends, so I hope you two get along good. Hana-chan's a good guy, but he can get nosy sometimes. You gotta tell him right to his face when he starts to annoy you.
Saki-senpai says I'm annoying, but she's even nosier than me. She has a younger brother, and she treats me pretty much the same way.
Oh, really? Well, I know just the thing to cheer up that lovesick heart. You ever hear of the Midnight Channel? You're supposed to look into a TV that's switched off, alone, exactly at midnight on a rainy night. While you're staring at your own image, another person will appear on the screen. And they say that person's your soulmate.
What? For a second I thought you were actually going to say something useful. How can you get all excited over such a childish urban legend like that?
Well, it's raining tonight. Let's all try it out. Then you'll see.
Try it out? Wait, you haven't even tried it yourself? Wow. I'm trying to remember the last time I heard something this stupid.
After we arrive home, we see someone familiar on TV.
In addition, we now bring you an exclusive interview with the local student who found Miss Yamano's body.
What went through your mind when you saw it? Could you tell she was dead? Did you see her face? Don't you think it's scary that someone was killed on a foggy day?
Huh? She was killed?
So the cause of death is still unknown, and they don't have a single suspect yet? Taxpayers' funds are going to a police force who can't even figure out if this is an accident or a homicide?
What do you mean? How many detectives does it take to figure out that this was a homicide? Like, do you think that she climbed on the antenna for shits and giggles as she was dying from natural causes? After that, we get to try the Midnight Channel thing. And what happens next will frankly shock you.
Thou art I. Thou art the one who opens the door.
For some mysterious reason, we not only saw someone, but we also almost got sucked into the TV. But luckily, my diet of burgers and donuts had saved me once again, as our ass is too big to fit through our poor boy TV. The next day, after we meet with Chie and Yosuke, we find out that after all we are not special, since apparently we all saw the same person.
I did! I seriously saw a girl! But my soulmate's a girl? What's that supposed to mean?
You are gay. That is the only explanation. I am sorry you had to find out this way.
Weird voices aside, what was that about getting sucked into your TV? Were you that tired last night? You must have just fallen asleep in front of your TV.
That'd be one interesting dream, though. I like the part where you got stuck because your TV was too small. That's pretty realistic. If it had been bigger...
We've got some pretty big ones in stock. I bet they'd be big enough for you to fit into.
There is no way that the plot of this game is going to be about saving money so I can buy a TV big enough for my ass. So, surprisingly, my classmates don't believe that my TV tried to eat me, which is a little hurtful. It was pretty intimate experience and I was sharing it with them despite that, so I honestly expected a little more thoughtful reaction, but sure. And the past me was at least half right, as the literally next scene takes place at Junes, where we are looking at TVs big enough for my butt.
Oh yeah, what kind of TV do you...
Ha! You doubtful Tomai!
Something wrong, Yosuke?
Is it weird that one of my first thoughts was to stick my dick in it? Yes. It was. Oh no, step Yosuke, I'm stuck.
Holy crap, I think this is all too much for my bladder.
What the? Are you gonna pee your pants?
Shit, customers, they're coming!
What? But we've got a guy half stuck in the TV here! What are we gonna do?
Wait! Whoa!
So after that dose of anime logic, we find ourselves in the TV world. After realizing that we have no idea where we are, we decide to wander around, finding some very unpleasant imagery, such as Yosuke peeing. We also find Teddy, aka this little guy.
If I was you guys, I'd hurry back to the other side. Someone's been throwing people in here. It's a big headache.
Huh? Throwing people in? What are you talking about?
I don't know who's doing it. I just want them to think before they go doing things like that.
Hey, what's your problem? What gives you the right to yell at us like that? What are you? Where are we? What the heck is going on here?
Calm your tits, Chie, he's trying to help.
I already told you. Anyways, you should hurry back.
What the hell?
Where did those TVs come from?
Okay, now go, get out of here. I'm a busy bear.
What's going on now? Whoa! Hey! What are you doing? Huh? Is this?
Did we make it back? Oh, I remember where I saw that poster before. Look over there. That's the poster we saw.
What's up now? Hey, you're right. They're the same. I couldn't tell before without the face, but it was Misuzu Hiragi. She's been all over the news lately. Something about her husband having an affair with that announcer lady who died the other day.
Hey, so does that mean that weird room we saw? Could it be related to that Yamano lady's death? Now that I think about it, there was that creepy noose hanging from the ceiling.
Maybe the affair lady was also sucked into TV and died there.
No more. We gotta stop talking about this. I'm gonna wipe what happened today from my brain. I don't think my poor heart can take anymore.
You know what? That's fair. I'm sure this thing is over, and going forward this game is going to be a cute little life simulator. Well, fuck.
Everyone, please settle down. The school assembly is about to begin. First, the principal has something to say.
I regret to say that I have a terrible announcement for all of you. One of our third-year students, Ms. Saki Konishi of Class 3, has passed away.
As Dumbledore just said, Saki, the girl we met a few days ago, was found hanging from a telephone pole. So yeah, it seems like we have a serial killer on our hands.
Did you guys check out the TV last night?
Yosuke, not you too.
Just listen for a sec. Something kept bothering me, so I watched it again, and I think the girl on the screen was Saki-senpai. There's no mistaking it. Senpai looked like she was writhing in pain. And then, she disappeared from the screen.
What?
You heard Senpai's body was found in a similar situation as that announcer's, right? Oh, remember that guy you told us about? How he was all excited that his soulmate was the announcer? Maybe, just maybe, but Ms. Yamano might have been on that midnight channel before she died too.
What's that supposed to mean? Hold on. Are you saying people who appear on that TV die?
I'm thinking about going in again. I want to find out for myself.
There is no mistaking it now. We had finally found the plot of this game. We need to go back to the TV world and finally find out what the fuck is going on. So Yosuke has a genius plan. To probably kill himself with a rope, since we know that there is a giant fall. But I will let him cook. I should not have let him cook. After traumatizing Chie, we find Teddy again. He confirms that someone throws people into this world and tells us that when it is foggy in the real world, the shadows get violent and will kill any humans they find, which explains why both victims died on foggy days. And it is also kind of scary because I am humans. He then urges us to make a deal with him to solve this case, or otherwise he will not let us out of the TV world again. So remembering the Igor's prophecy about the Sassy contract and understanding that I don't really have a choice, like, let's be real, the bear is pretty much holding us hostage. We agree and get glasses that let us see in the fog.
What are these glasses for?
They'll help you walk through the fog. Well, I've been here for a long time, so you can rely on me. But I can only show you where the place is. You guys will have to defend yourselves.
What happened to relying on you? There better not be any monsters, you understand? We brought weapons, but, I mean, they're more for show. We just got here. If it's so dangerous, why don't you do something instead of relying on us?
No way! I've got no muscles. Oh, I'll give you guys moral support from a safe distance. How's that sound? No!
So after physically assaulting Teddy and accepting we are probably dead, he leads us to the place where Saki died.
Wait a second! They're here!
What?
Shadows! I had a feeling they were going to attack.
Huh?
So yeah, we are finally fighting. Although I would like to explain the fight system right here and there, I think I will rather do so in a moment, because there is really much more to it than what we can do right now in the first fight. What you have to understand for now is that our character has something called Persona, which can be used to use elemental attacks or enemies. After that fight, we get to investigate a bit.
I wish Jeunesse would go under.
It's all because of that store.
What the?
I heard that Konishi-san's daughter is working there.
Oh my, how could she with her family's business suffering like it is?
I heard their sales have gone downhill because of Jeunesse.
Stop it!
That poor father, to have his own daughter working for the enemy.
What a troublesome child.
Saki, how many times do I have to tell you?
Is this Senpai's dad?
You know what the neighbors say about you, right? Aren't you ashamed of yourself? You're the eldest daughter of a family who's owned this store for generations. Is it the money? Or did you meet some guy there? Just tell me why you have to work there of all places!
I can't believe this. She seemed like she had fun at work. She never said anything like this to me. You're telling me this was how Senpai really saw things?
I never had the chance to say it.
Is that Senpai's voice?
I always wanted to tell Hana-chan
Huh? Me?
that he was a real pain in the ass. I was nice to him just because he was the store manager's son, that's all. But he takes it completely the wrong way and gets all enthusiastic. What a dip. Who cares about Jeunesse anyway? Because of that store, our business is ruined. My parents hate me, the neighbors talk behind my back.
It's a lie. This can't be. Senpai's not like that. It's so sad. I feel so sorry for myself. Boo-hoo! Actually, I'm the one who thinks everything's a pain in the ass.
Huh? Two Yosuke's?
Who are you? I wouldn't think that. Yeah, right. How long are you going to keep deluding yourself? Screw the shopping district and Jeunesse too. You're sick of everything, especially living out in the sticks. What are you saying? That's not true. You put on a good show of being carefree and happy-go-lucky because you're so terrified of being alone. The more the merrier, right? You've got to be surrounded by people to block out the pain of isolation. And what's this about checking out this world for Saki-senpai's sake? Ha! I know the real reason you came snooping. Stop it! Why so panicked? I thought I was just spouting bullshit. Or maybe I do know everything you're thinking. Why's that? Because I am you. You just came because you thought it sounded like a good time. What else is there to do out in this shithole? A world inside the TV. Now that's exciting. You didn't have a single other reason for coming here, did you? That's not true. Stop! Stop it! You're just trying to act like a big shot. If all went well, hey, maybe you could even be a hero! And that senpai you were so sweet on, her death was the perfect excuse. That's not true! What are you? Who are you? I already told you. I'm you. Your shadow. There's nothing I don't know about you. Screw that! I don't know you! You can't be me, you son of a bitch! That's right! Say it again! You're not me! You're nothing like me! Yeah, that's right. I am me now.
you anymore, see?
Okay, I am sorry if it was a bit confusing for people who haven't played this game, but this game is sometimes like this, just dropping all plot relevant info within like 60 seconds. And honestly, I don't really mind it, so don't take it like me complaining about this game, but it is kind of weird to edit this video when there's like an hour where almost nothing happens, followed by a few minutes I almost have to play in their entirety. But the plot can wait for now, as we are fighting evil version of Yosuke. And as I promised, now I will explain the fight system. Basically, it is a turn-based system where we have to either use our weapon, guard, if we think enemy will use some strong move, or use our persona to hit enemy with elemental attacks, which have types of fire, ice, wind, electricity, light, dark, and almighty. This might seem similar to how Pokemon battles work, except for two differences. Firstly, despite most enemies having one or multiple types they are weak to, enemies themselves don't have types. This basically means that unlike in Pokemon, we cannot memorize the type chart, but instead have to try every single type on every single enemy to find out what they are weak to. The second difference is that when we hit enemy with type they are weak to, instead of just dealing more damage, they will be momentarily stunned, giving us an extra attack. We also have a random chance to crit, which will automatically trigger the bonuses as if the enemy was weak to the attack. I hope my explanation was okay, as we already beat the boss.
Yosuke, are you okay?
Yeah. What happened? You're not me.
That thing came from you, Yosuke. You have to admit it, or it'll go berserk again.
I knew it wasn't lying. I was so ashamed that I didn't want to admit it. You're me, and I'm you. When you get down to it, all of this is me.
After this, Teddy explains to us that every shadow comes from human, and that the thing that attacked us was Yosuke's shadow. That is also probably what happened to Announcer and Saki. They were killed by the shadows that came from them. On the flip side, if person accepts their flaws, their shadow will turn into persona, which they can then use to fight with, which is in my opinion a very cool symbolism of overcoming your own flaws. I wonder how Chie is doing.
Ow! Oh, the nerve of you guys! Oh, you're such morons! I can't believe this! You guys suck! I was so worried! I hate you both!
Yeah, that's fair. On our way home, we also meet Yukiko, who is just leaving from a TV interview about her family's inn that she is getting prepared to run herself someday. Although it might seem cool, it also leaves her with a very ungrateful position with a tons of unwanted attention, to which we will get the front row seats once we turn on our TV.
Let's see if we can interview her. Excuse me?
Are you speaking to me?
We've heard that you're the new manager. Is it true you're still in high school?
Oh, well, I'm only filling in temporarily.
Someday, though. That aside, wow, you're looking gorgeous in that kimono. You must have had a lot of male visitors.
Writers surely want us to care about her all of a sudden. I am sure nothing bad will happen to her. that's Yukiko. Like, there's no way that is not Yukiko. That night, we also get again transported to the weird car thing, where Igor gives us keys to this room, to which we can now go of our own will. The room is not that important to us right now, but later we will use it as a place to make our persona stronger.
The persona you have acquired, it is a side of you that shows itself when you face the world around you. Perhaps you can think of it as a facade of determination you wear to face various difficulties in life. Your persona ability, however, is that of the wild card. Compared to that of others, it is very special. It is like the number 0, empty, yet holding infinite potential within itself. The persona ability is the power to control one's own heart, and the heart is strengthened through bonds. As you form bonds by becoming involved with others, your own social links will gradually develop. The power of these social links is what will determine your persona's abilities.
The next day, we get first of these social links by meeting with Yosuke. I know you are probably tired of hearing this by now, but I will explain what do social links do when it becomes relevant. We also meet Michie, who confirms my suspicions and tells us she also thinks it was Yukiko on the Midnight Channel.
The person on TV yesterday? I think it was Yukiko. That kimono looked like the one she wears at the inn, and she wore it during that interview a few days ago too.
But a phone call later, we figure out that Yukiko is still alive and is just helping her parents at the inn.
Nah, it was nothing. I'll email you again later. She was over at the inn. For crying out loud, Yosuke, you got me worried over nothing.
You said it! Why is everyone so aggressive in this game? But later that night, this happens.
Good evening! Tonight, Princess Yukiko has a big surprise.
I'm gonna go score myself a hot stud. Welcome to Not a Dream, Not a Hoax. Princess Yukiko's hunt for her Prince Charming. And I came prepared. I've got my lacy unmentionables on, stacked from top to bottom. I'm out to catch a whole harem, and the best of the lot is gonna be all mine. Well, here I go.
The next day, we obviously meet with Yosuke to get armed, so we can get back to the TV world ready to fight.
We've got our personas, but a golf club's not that reliable of a weapon. So, which one strikes your fancy? As for me... Wait, maybe both would be good too. Kinda like this? Or like this?
What the fuck are you doing?
What about this?
2 suspicious young males found, one armed with multiple weapons, requesting immediate backup.
Huh? Oh, crap! I mean, no. This isn't what it looks like. We didn't... I guess that's not what matters. Anyways, we're not doing anything bad.
After our weapons get taken away, well played Yosuke by the way, we run into our favorite officer Adachi.
Whoa, pardon me. Huh? Aren't you the kid staying at Dojima-san's place?
Oh, can we ask you something? It's about Yukiko-san. I mean, Yukiko Amagi of the Amagi Inn. Did something happen to her?
We got a call from Miss Amagi's parents yesterday evening saying they couldn't find her anywhere. Since it was the weekend, the workers at the inn were extremely busy and no one saw Miss Amagi around that time. Oh, but that doesn't necessarily mean this is a case just yet. But people have been turning up dead on foggy days, so we're really sensitive to stuff like this. Well, that announcer, Miss Yamano, was staying at the Amagi Inn before the first murder. Seems Miss Yamano had some harsh words for the manager about the staff's attitude towards guests. The stress of it caused the manager to collapse. And with Miss Amagi being the manager's daughter, she must have felt pretty strongly about the incident, you know? Because if not, there's been some theories floating around that she's laying low for some reason or another. Crap, I think I've gone too far. You didn't hear that, okay?
Adachi, what the hell are you chatting with civvies for? And where's my coffee?
After that, Chie leads us to the shop with medieval weapons. Don't question it, where we have a very loud conversation in front of the shop guy.
I don't know, Chie. I still think it's too dangerous. I know how you feel, but...
You don't! You don't know shit about how I feel. Yukiko might die from this, for crying out loud. I'm going, and that's that!
We agreed to buy some armor and weapons, which we will conceal under our regular clothes, so we can either lay low or so the graphics team don't have to make us the different models. I don't remember right now.
Whoa, it really is that bear from last time.
What are you doing?
Can't you tell? I'm thinking about stuff. I've been deliberating over it for a long time now.
Kill me.
That wasn't a bad joke.
Yes, it was. After that lovely interaction, we find Yukiko's castle, the place that was shown on the Midnight Channel. The problem is that Chie seems way too eager to get herself killed, so she decides to run right towards it without us and Yosuke. So the Save Yukiko mission very quickly changes to Save Chie mission, as we have to chase after her. Here we get introduced to the main gameplay of this game, going from room to room, opening chests and fighting different enemies. When we defeat enemy, we sometimes get to draw a few tarot cards. Each does something else, from giving us more money to healing us, or even giving us a new persona. Some cards also do negative stuff in exchange for allowing us to draw more cards. If we manage to draw all the cards on the screen, we will have 100% chance that the next defeated enemy also gives us cards, while also being able to draw more cards than normal. That is also a fun thing that we can do now, as we have 2 playable characters in our party. We can rush enemies and deal great damage to all of them if we manage to make them all stunned. But this is pretty much just a tutorial dungeon, so it doesn't take long for us to reach Chie.
Chie, are you alright? Chie?
She said that red looks good on me.
Yukiko-san?
I hated my name. Yukiko. Snow. Snow is cold and it melts quickly. It's transient. Worthless. But it's perfect for me. Apart from inheriting the inn, I'm worthless. Still, Chie told me that red looks good on me.
Are these Yukiko-san's inner thoughts? I remember hearing Saki-senpai's too.
Yeah, this castle is probably here because of this Yukiko person.
Yukiko! Chie was the only one who gave my life meaning. She's bright and strong, and she can do anything. She has everything that I don't. Compared to Chie, Chie protects me. She looks after my worthless life. And I don't deserve any of it. Chie is so kind.
Yukiko, Chie is so kind, huh? What a joke! What?!
Oh man, is that?
It's just like Yosuke. She lost control over her suppressed self. Now it's a shadow.
Are we talking about that, Yukiko? She says I'm protecting her? She says she's worthless! That's how it should be, right? What are you saying? Yukiko's so good looking, so fair skinned, so feminine. She's the one all the guys drool over. When Yukiko looked at me with such jealousy, man, did I get a charge out of that. Yukiko knows the score. She can't do anything if I'm not around. I'm better than her. Much, much better. No! I've never thought that! No,
Chie, calm down!
No! No! This isn't me!
Wait, stupid! Don't say anything else like that!
That's right. I'm the one who can't do anything alone. I can't win as a girl, let alone as a person. I'm pathetic. But Yukiko, she depends on me. That's why she's my friend. I'll never loosen my grip on her. She's too important to me.
No! That's not how I think of her! You're not me!
Oh fuck hell. So yeah, there is another boss fight. This time versus Chie. I really love the design of her shadow, as she is effectively sitting on other people, perfectly mimicking how she sees herself as pushy and terrible person for relying on others, and deriving her self-worth from how Yukiko puts her on a pedestal. I just really love character designs in this game, as they are really cool, but you can also find a lot of symbolism in them. This fight also works as kind of a soft tutorial to changing our personas. Igor already told us that our persona ability is a wild card, which effectively means that if we find different personas in dungeon, we can use them as our own, with all their attacks and stats. We also get introduced to the wall attacks, which greatly reduce the effects of one elemental typing, usually the one the boss is weak to. For example, Chie is weak to Yosuke's wind attacks, but she can use her green wall to make them not effective, and thus not enabling us to just hit her with rush attack every turn. During this fight, Yosuke died at some point, but luckily I had enough revives to resurrect him. So at the end, we won without much complications.
Chie, are you okay?
What happened? What's the matter? Got nothing to say anymore?
Stop it, Chie. It's alright.
Yeah, kinda get it now. You are me. A side of me I couldn't forgive, that I tried to ignore. But you still exist. You're a part of me. It's true that part of me feels that way. But I wasn't lying about being friends with Yukiko.
Like we didn't know that already. Hey, Chie!
I'm okay. Just a little tired.
Alright, let's get back to the entrance though. It's dangerous around here.
I never said I needed a break. I can still keep going. If those were Yukiko's true feelings, then I have to tell her something. I'm not as strong as she thinks. It's because she was with me. Because we were always together, I was able to act that way. If we weren't, I'd...
Well, you need to get your strength back. Then you can tell her.
This is officially when I fell in love with this game. The interesting fight system, combined with a sort of analysis of human psyche, feels just so cool to me, and I had never played a game that did this before. Character feels really fleshed out right now, and we didn't even complete the first dungeon. I was kind of worried that this game will kind of peak with this part, and it will be downhill from there, but knowing what I know now, this is actually almost nothing compared to what only awaits us later in the game. So this is the point where this game lets us essentially roam free around the map. We can do basically whatever we want. We can spend time hanging out with our friends, which will upgrade our social links. We can shop, work for money, or fuse personas in Velvet Room. And yes, while Pokemon Fusion is still something that officially doesn't exist, Persona had this mechanic long ago, which is pretty cool in my opinion. There's just one thing that took me kind of a long time to figure out, so I am sharing it with you in case some of you would also like to try this game. Basically, you can only fuse 2 personas per day. The game will still let you fuse more, but a third fusion forwards will make the card corrupted and will instead give you some lower level persona. So yeah, only do 2 fusions daily. But the arguably more interesting part of this game are social links. They are basically bonds with people you know. Each character has one tarot card corresponding to them, and the more people you know, the more cards you will unlock and can loot from shadows in the dungeon crawl part of the game. But that is not the end of it. Every persona you will find also has a tarot card relevant to them. And the more you level the card up by hanging out with person corresponding to the card, the higher level will your personas fused using this tarot card be. This gives you a very good reason to spend time with your friends, because especially in the later stages of the game, making your personas to be high enough level will let you skip pointless grinding of killing lower level shadows. But even outside of the mechanical advantages of hanging out with your friends, each level up, of which there are 10 for every social link, has a pretty interesting cutscene that will usually tell you something more about your friend you are hanging out with. And although I would love to talk about every single social link, since basically all of them are really cool, I think it would be really confusing for you if I just talked about them in order in which I got them. Because as I said, every single person has 10 of them, and I was mostly doing multiple people at the same time, without any rhyme or reason of who is next. So I decided to do it like this. In this video, I will cover only the social links that are mandatory for the story progression, but my next project will be ranking every single Persona 4 social link from my least to most favorite. So I could have a cohesive video 100%ing this game and also talk about the side stuff that I want to talk about. But now we are back to Yukiko's castle, now also with Chie in our party.
Yukiko?
Yukiko-san, are you alright?
Yukiko, what's wrong?
Oh my, special guests. I wonder how they'll play into all this. Things are really heating up. Okie dokie, I'm going back to hunt for my Prince Charming. Oh, where could he be? This place is huge. It's so exciting, but it makes it so hard to find him. Oh, maybe he's playing hide and seek in the fog. Ready or not, here I come. Let's go further in then, shall we?
Oh no, she is horny. But this part is when the game finally drops the training wheels. It is possible that I am just bad at JRPGs, since the only game I had played that is even remotely similar to this game is Deltarune, which is a really easy game all things considered. But here I died a few times, which kind of got me worried, since you know, this is the first dungeon. So if I am having troubles this early on, well fuck. Luckily, this game doesn't punish you that much for dying, since you can just start at the beginning of the floor which you died on. Plus, the only character that actually gets killed when he drops to 0 HP is Lucas / the protagonist, while the rest of the party will just chill on 0 HP, until we revive them or we end the fight, at which point they will just wake up with 1 hit point. But despite all of this, I still sucked, until I googled what level are we supposed to be and realized that I am severely underleveled. Which is weird since I didn't skip any enemies or anything, but sure. So I just grinded for a bit until I could actually survive higher floors, where we found a mini-boss. Every single dungeon has something like this, and we usually have to defeat them before we get to the main evil. This dungeon's mini-boss was a literal knight in shining armor, which again, my symbolism enjoying brain appreciates. But despite looking cool, he doesn't stand a chance to our now decently leveled ass. That gives me confidence, and yeah, we get killed again. Despite not being very happy about it, I call it a day, realizing that mini-boss really ran us dry of all our SP, which we need to cast our personas. So yeah, good luck next time. The next day, we overhear some students about that we can now join some sports clubs. The bad news is that if we want to do it, we have to talk to our teacher about it. To the face, that scares me at night. I know what you're really after, you're just trolling for girls, aren't you? What the fuck is wrong with this guy? But somehow, we eventually get his blessing, and I get to join the soccer club. I know that some of you are probably thinking that joining club at a time where I should be helping people, you know, not die, is kind of stupid, and to that I only say, yes. Yes, it is. We meet two students there, Daisuke and Ko, but despite there being two of them, we still get only one tarot card, making this club equivalent to a cheap circumcision, aka a total ripoff. That evening, we also visit the Velvet Room, where we find out that Marie wants to leave for a bit, which is fair, so I agree to go out with her sometimes, for, you know, no ulterior motives. A new tarot card incoming. I had also bought some books to raise my courage, which is actual stat in this game. All men have the great spirit of masculinity. Did I accidentally bought Andrew Tate's diary? If you wonder what is the courage for, this game has 5 of these kind of weird stats that don't do anything fight-wise, but are crucial for progression in certain relationships and gaining certain jobs. There is knowledge, which will allow us to pass exams, diligence, which helps you fish, which it would be very sad if I had no idea that you can do this until the post-game. Aforementioned courage, which you need to choose some dialogue options, and then also understanding and expression, which we will need to start certain social links. Meanwhile, the weather reports say that at the end of this week, there will be fog, meaning we should go to rescuing Yukiko before shadows kill her. After this news, I obviously do the sensible thing and join another club. Firstly, I wanted to join the acting club as that is what I did in my actual high school years, but after realizing that I am a complete idiot and cannot for the love of God find it, I joined music club instead, where we meet Ayane. I hope my pronunciation is passable on this name. She looks 12 and as I later found out is also romanceable. Yay! Then I finally decided to go back to the TV world, where we continue in our dungeon crawl. And since this game does have quite a few of these, and they are all pretty much the same, I decided that I will use these moments to share some cool Japanese facts that are relevant to this game with you. If you watch anime, you will probably know most of these, even if you are not from Japan, but if you are like me and are not really familiar with this that much, these might explain some cultural differences, making some dialogue in this game make more sense. We are learning something today. For example, honor and social position is rooted very deep in Japanese culture. You can see that even in everyday conversations, such as in this game. Honorifics are a good example of this. If you don't know, honorifics are Japanese prefixes and suffixes such as san, chan or kun. You probably know some of these as they are often used in anime or pop culture, but what do they actually mean? San can be translated as Mr. or Mrs. and it signifies that you are below the person in question, usually referring to a boss, customer or someone that you don't know. Kun or chan, on the other hand, are used when talking to someone younger. While kun is used to refer to younger men, chan is usually reserved for women and small children. It can also be translated as cute or dear. Then there is sensei, that is mostly used to refer to teachers, but sometimes also to people who are experts in their field. That is for example why Teddy calls us that. The last one that I want to cover, because I got it so wrong for literal years, is senpai. As someone who saw 2 animes and all hentai in the world, I assumed from the context clues that it basically means crush. Surprisingly, it does not. It is used to refer to seniors, usually in the context of school. That should be all honorifics that are used in this game, from what I can remember. So now, we can finally confront Yukiko's shadow. I tried to ration my resources a bit, but despite that, we arrive to the boss fight with a really low HP and most of our SP spent. Yeah, I mean, I will give it a try, but I don't have too high hopes for this.
Yukiko!
I knew it! There's two of her!
Oh? Ooh, what's this? 3 princes are here to see me. My. Are you the surprise guests who came in late? Oh, I wish I'd gotten a better look at you. My, it's getting crowded here. Why don't you and I go somewhere else? A land far, far away where no one knows me. If you're my prince, you'd take me there, won't you? Come on, pretty please?
Oh, is this scoring a hot stud?
Not now, Teddy. We will have sex talk with you soon enough.
3 princes? Wait, does that include me too?
I also wanted to ask this, since I mean, you lack the correct pronoun, and Teddy lacks everything else.
Chie. Yes, she's my prince. She always leads the way. Chie's a strong prince. Or at least she was.
Was?
When it comes down to it, Chie's just not good enough. She can't take me away from here. She can't save me.
Yukiko! Stop.
Historic inn? Manager training? I'm sick of all these things chaining me down. I never asked to be born here. Everything's decided for me, from how I live to where I die. I'm so sick of it. To hell with it all.
That's not true.
I just want to go somewhere far away. Anywhere but here. Someone please take me away. I can't leave here on my own. I'm completely useless.
Stop. Please stop.
I have no hope if I stay, and no courage to leave. So I sit on my ass, hoping that someday my prince will come. I don't care where we go. Anywhere's fine. As long as it's not here, I don't give a damn. Historical tradition? Pride of the town? What a bunch of bullshit!
How dare you?
That's how I really feel. Isn't that right, me?
No!
Stop! Don't say it!
No! You're not me! Oh, this feels wonderful. It's building. More and more. If this keeps up, I'll...
So yeah, after Yosuke and Chie, we have another boss fight, this time with Yukiko. She is represented as a bird in a cage, which despite being a little cursed with her hair and stuff, is also really cool representation of how she feels, waiting for someone to take her away despite the cage being unlocked the whole time. I also like her use of fire, contrasting what she said earlier about disliking that her name means snow. She also has a lot of strong attacks, including silencing characters, making them unable to use their persona. She can also summon Prince to fight alongside with her, that despite not looking like much, is actually decently strong. I got really close to defeating her, but I always eventually ended up running out of heals, which really sucked, since she has some really strong damaging moves. So after 3 unsuccessful tries, I had to accept defeat, and since I was still pretty much under-leveled, I went to go level up a bit. And you know what? It actually worked, and I beat her the first try after this. So the true antagonist, as always, was the leveling system.
I let my guard down. you hurt?
No, I'm not.
We understand. You're not the only one like that, Yukiko-san. Everyone has something they can't show to other people, or don't want to admit to themselves.
Yukiko, I'm sorry. I was so self-centered that I never understood what you were going through. I'm your friend, and I'm so sorry.
Chie.
I was always jealous of you, Yukiko. You had everything that I didn't. That jealousy was like a wall, and I was so lonely. I wanted you to need me, but it was me who needed you. I can't do anything right on my own. I've caused so much trouble for Yosuke and the others. If you weren't by my side, I wouldn't know what to do.
Chie. I never saw the real you either. I was too busy trying to find an easy way out. I want to run away. I want someone to save me. You're right. Those feelings are part of me too. I understand now. You're me.
And like that, we acquired another powerful ally and grew a bit stronger. At this point, it might seem like the game could be over since we saved all of our friends, but believe me, the story is just beginning and the problems are only starting.